Oh my. Hey, Juanita, how are you? Hi, Candy. I'm just trying to get my chat up here on my phone, and I can't find myself. I can't find myself. I think I did something weird. It's usually right there. Well, I'll check in a minute. Maybe I just have to reload. How are you girls this afternoon? I was just sitting here working on a project. It's just been really quiet on the tube, huh? So I have a little bit of time. My dinner will be ready in a little bit. And then we're playing Pinochle virtually with friends in Colorado in a little while. So I have to be off for that. But hey, I just thought I'd pop on. And oh, here I am. All right. It's easy. Oh, here I am. All right. It's easy. Sound down. I just seem to be able to read chat a little better if I have it on my phone because it's closer to my face. Oh, thanks, Candy. My husband cut me these boards and they were drawer fronts, I believe. They've got these little nubs on the bottom. And so I've been trying to decide what to put on them. And I am from an older background of, hey, Shara Marlowe. Hi, sweetie. Thanks for popping in and helping me. And I usually just paint one thing and it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to branch out a bit. And so I thought I'd try mixed media on these. And I'm inspired by a calendar that I purchased a little while ago. So I'm kind of leaving this spot here blank ish so that I can put paint an image on here like a bird or a dragonfly or whatever. So I've got 6 of these going. I don't do anything just one at a time usually because I want to put these hopefully in my next sale. So I did have some heart palpitations a little earlier because I had a piece of 1871 ledger paper that I tore and glued on there. Ugh. All right, so if I bring that, I have no ability to move my camera up and down, but if I pull it down, is that too close? I think one of my last videos, I felt like after I watched the replay, I had my camera a little too close. So if you can let me know, ladies, if that's too close. All right, so on this one, I just finished up doing a little, oh gosh, what do you call it? Just left my stenciling and stamped a couple of things. And now I want to stamp some script on places. Sharon is one of my awesome mods, my dear friend. All right, so I'm going to stamp this off first. Oh, okay. And so I think probably what I should do is get a stamping block if I can find one easily. This is not quite big enough, but I might be able to make it work. So I'm using archival ink, so hopefully it won't move. And I'm trying to do all the steps the same on all my different boards. No, I haven't seen Hollywood. I did leave you both a message. I was napping and my phone was dead. So I was charging after I napped, and I just didn't have my phone near me. Did you not talk to her earlier? Maybe she went over to her daughter's. Hi, Linda. It's a little dreary here in South Jersey, very overcast and rainy. Really kind of the day that if you were a reader, you would like to curl up with a good book, which I'm not, or just stay in bed. So I saw a couple of the girls look like they were looking around for somebody to be on. So I thought, well, I'm just sitting here working on my little project, so maybe I'll just pop on for a little bit. Oh, okay. So you're probably not too terribly far from me. I probably should have a bigger sheet of paper. I don't want to get too much darkness around where I'm going to put my focal image. Paterson, New York. I'm in, well, the closest city that you might have heard of is I'm Medford, New Jersey. Are you closer to like Sparta, New Jersey, or what? We used to camp in North Jersey, up by the Delaware Gap. I forget some of those other towns up there. It's been a while. We always camped there. All right, so I think that's all the. I can always add more. And then I'm still going to do some other stuff to the board before I work on my focal points. That's board number 1. Hi, Holly Dalton. Thank you for coming, my dear. Oh, I like your little butterfly, your little fall leaves. Okay, so this one, I just put on my decoupage stuff that I decoupaged down. So I don't really want to make them all the same. I can't find, these aren't really what I want to use. I just, the more organized I get, the less I can find my stuff. Now I can't find all my Tim Holtz stencils. I have them on a ring. Lord knows where I put those babies. This is the only one I can find. So I'm not sure. Oh, Bingham, New York. I have a friend whose in-laws live there. Okay, so you're a little bit away. Hey, Barbara. How you doing? Thanks for popping in. All right, so I think I'm going to have some darker green here that's kind of in the same tone as my base green. And I'm just, I've got a little makeup sponge. I've just got my paint and this is a little antique vintage serving tray. You're supposed to put like little hors d'oeuvres on that at a party or something. It's a great palette. So I'm just popping off some of my color so it's not too dark. And I'm just going to wing it. I do want a little bit of contrast, and I don't want a whole lot of this, and I really don't want that harsh edge. And I'm really not a very good stamper. Up here didn't get so good. So I'm just going to put this in a few different places. Oh, okay. I'm about 2 hours south of New York City. This must be old makeup brushes. Sponges. I had these in my face painting box, and they're kind of crumbly. They're a little crumbly. Probably should. I was watching Ann Lar the other day, and she did a really nice job stenciling. She was more pouncing. Maybe I should pounce. Yeah, I like a lot of the Timmy stencils. I really want my the one that's kind of like that got the chicken wire on it. I have no idea where to put it. Ay, 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 ay. All right, so now I'm going to go back over those areas and just kind of offset maybe a little bit. I've got some antique white that I'm kind of pouncing in that green. And I should probably just going to highlight these just a little bit. My husband's got a pot roast in the crock pot. Smells delicious. Oh, who am I missing? Who am I? Oh, hi, Arlene. Hi, Nashwa. Trying to catch everybody. Yeah, I was looking for some folks earlier, and then I was putting my base coat on. My room was a little chilly, and I couldn't get my paint to dry. And then my eyes started to close. I thought, this is silly. I need to go take a little, that's a little too dark. Take a little nap. I guess we can work with that. Hey, Peggy. Oh, how was the grocery store? You know, I really do like the grocery store, but I don't go much anymore. My husband passes them on the way home from work, and it's just more convenient for him to stop. And I always spend too much money when I go. Oh, good. Johnny was on, but I think she was getting ready to get off because she wanted to watch the NASCAR race. My husband changed the clocks, but he forgot to change the alarm, I think, on his phone. So he was up a little earlier than he wanted to be today. I sleep through anything. All right, so I used a little smaller stamp on my last board, which I was not that crazy about. I think it was a little too small. So I'm going to pull out yet another stamp. I'm going to use one of these, I think. I have to leave in 30 minutes? No. I have to leave in... I have to be off by 5:15 Eastern. And it's 4 o'clock here. I'm going to eat while I work. Ron's going to make me he's so good to me. He's going to make me a plate. Because I really want to get some more accomplished here on my boards. If I can get these to a place where I'm ready to paint tomorrow, will be great. All right, so this is a Stampin' Up, an old Stampin' Up set. I just love these. And Peggy, I'm working on these boards my husband cut. I think they were drawer fronts originally, and then he cut them down. They were too long, so he cut them in half, and then he rounded the top. And so I've decoupaged some napkins and paper on. And now I'm stamping and stenciling. I'm hoping to have these ready for my next sale, which is the virtual market on Keisha's Creations channel. I always forget to say that. But we'll see. My focal point is going to be either a bird or a butterfly that I'm going to paint on, hopefully. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. So I'm just adding little doodads to kind of fill in the background so it's mixed media. I probably should have went with a more abstract kind of stamp. But this is what I had in my head. And I think I'm going to... I got my new stamp. I wanted the number 1 too. Who was using this? I think it was Debbie Epps. She was using the number 1. You can't find it. Everybody's sold out of it. And but one vendor had the letters. So I'm going to put some of these on, and I think I'm going to use my... I don't know if I really want white. I've got some... Maybe I'll do some white and the... I've got antique white out on my dish. I've also got some mixed media. Some golden mixed... What is it called? You know, the glowy stuff. And I'm trying hard not to dip into that by mistake. All right, now... I just want a hint of these things. Oh, and I was looking at one of my jelly plate videos. Oh, and I was thinking, how can I get? And then it hit me because Rosemary was doing it with leaves, and it would be the same way. I can't wait to get back to my jelly plate. Are you shocked, Holly? And try what I've just thought of. It's just like you put the leaf. Rosemary would put the leaf down, and she'd have her ink or paint on that and put her paper down. When then she lifted her paper, she just scooted the leaf out. Why can't I do that with a stencil? I can. I just never thought of it before. So now I want to get back to my jelly plate. Becoming a real jelly plate fanatic. Okay, I think I need a little something over here. Maybe I'll do some green. This is an old-timey color. I guess they still have it. Gamel Green Delta Ceramicoat. I love that color. Love it. I think I need something under. It seems like I'm a very noisy crafter if it's not my brayer wheel squeaking. Now I got my palette plate making a lot of noise. That's not very green, girls. So what else is everybody up to? You just sitting around vegging, or are you working on something? I guess I have too much white on my... I want that a little darker. Ah. All right, that'll do, I think. Now I'm going to go to my script stamps that I have here. I should get a bigger piece of paper. I know Sharon Marlowe must be working on something. What are you working on, Sharon? Okay, Arlene's painting out border pages. Her food. Oh, collage and making a mess. Wonderful. 6 loads of laundry. God bless you, Linda. Caught up on emails. Well, if you got a lot accomplished, that's great. Oh, I hate this and that. Jersey was on, and I think everybody had convinced her to stay on a little bit, but then her neighbor needed something, so she had to scoot real quick. All right, so I'm going to put that one aside. I think that's good enough for this point of the project. And we'll get out. I'm doing all my greens first. And oh boy, I really wish I could find my other stencils. I know as soon as I'm finished with this, that's when I'll find them. I think I'm almost resigned to the fact that I'm just going to stop rearranging and cleaning up my art space, because every time I do, I just have too many things I can't find. I'm not getting that dark green I want. Holly, how was the drive-by movie? Did that all go well? I had a nice day. It's really yucky here today. Now, the one thing I didn't realize about this stencil, I don't know whose stencil this is, all the boxes are crazy. I thought I could lift up my stencil and then go back. Oh, okay. Probably went well, though. It sounded like a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to just, maybe I'll hit this with my gun. Excuse me. I'm just going to hold this here so I can get a little bit of light on it. Just want to move it just a little, just a skosh, as a couple of my friends would say. Just a skosh. I just want to hit it with a little bit of lighter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's good. I think I'm a little light on the paint there. That's not good. Has anybody ever found a really good white ink? I've even tried StazOn. I have StazOn in my drawer, but I cannot get a good white ink stamp on anything, really. Oh, darn, I picked it up. I would think StazOn would work. No problem, Peggy. We got to take care of our hubbies. Okay. Well, maybe I'll stick with this. Try to lighten up this. Now what I have to decide is what I want to paint on these once I get them to where I want them. Let me do some of my letters. Oh, really? Do they? Okay, thanks, Peggy. I'm going to look into that. Because, see, I was thinking I'd really like to stamp maybe something really light here. But I know my white just won't do it. Good question, Arlene. Good question. You can't really see those letters. I've been stamping for years. I don't know. I think I was not too bad at it and got worse. It's not too bad. I'm about to fade out. Oh, that's better. Really would like to have those numbers. Okay. I think what I was doing not too long ago was I was wetting my sponge. For some reason, I was wetting my sponge and then wringing it out. But that, whew, wetting pens never give you pure white. You could emboss or make it still. That's true. All right, so now I'm going to go to my stamping. I think I'm just going to do my script on this. Always mashing the potatoes, girls. I'm getting hungry. Hungry. Holly, I ordered that memory wire. Let's see how that works for me. You were right. I found a good price. Wasn't very expensive. Trying to think of what part of the stamp I need to use here to. Hey, Sharon. I'm well. How are you? There wasn't much on today. I was doing the same. All right, so I think that's good enough for me till I get to my next step. All right, that's my 3 green. Now moving to blue. I've got some blue, 3 blue ones here. And I think I basically want to do the same thing. This I didn't glue on as much. See, look what I did. I ripped that 18. Is it going to focus? 1870 ledger paper. I felt like I had to go to confession afterwards. It's just sitting. It's just sitting in a folder, right? It's beautiful. So I thought I'm going to put it on here. Eileen's remark. Oh, hi, Eileen. I found this to be the best for me. Oh, mixed media ink pad. Okay, great, Eileen. Thank you. All right, so then I got a couple of options to check out. Super. Thanks, Hall. All right. So I think I want to do my squares. And this I had mixed up from another project, this blue. Don't ask me. I have no idea what blues I used. I was emptying something. But I think I want to add a little something to make it a little deeper. So I'm going to add this navy blue, which really doesn't look navy blue to me. Yeah, that's what the same with StazOn. They have the bottle of ink that you can re-ink your pad, but I just can't. And maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe, like Peggy says, you never really get a solid. It's more transparent-y, kind of. This is going to make a mess. I think I have another sponge. Yeah. Okay. And I don't really care if I have some green mix in off of my little mixing dish here. Hey, Joyce, how you doing? Oh, my husband. My husband does everything. I'm the resident slug. I do nothing. And I would do some stuff, but he can't sit still, and he wants to get it done. I like to do it on my time, and his time. Like I was coffee staining paper earlier, and I was using some really thin paper, and I laid it on my stovetop, and the instant coffee, maybe it's all coffee, but when you mix that and it's a little thicker, it's really sugary. Hey, Laura. And so it really stuck to the stovetop. So I was finishing up. I don't usually bake my paper, but I was in a hurry. So I was baking the paper. By the time I came out, got my paper put away, he had already wiped up the top of the stove. I mean, really, I said I was going to do that. Oh, yeah. All my girlfriends are like, if something happens to you and something happens to my husband, do you mind if I go after Ron? I'm like, hey, go for it. Anywho. See, now my problem, I can use the other side of this. I just want to add a little bit of lightness while I have this crazy stencil here. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Not right, but not too bad. Now this one, I was supposed to leave it pretty open here, like so I could get my focal image. I mean, I didn't really do that very well, did I, girls? Gonna have to adjust. Laura, I hope you're yeah, yeah, heard that before. Although Ron's brother was not like him. I hope your neighbor's okay, Jers. I know you went to help your neighbor. Oh, I would love to do that, Sharon. I cannot convince my husband to let's do that. even for me, if it was just once a month, you know, to do the floors. And I lifted the dang thing again. Too busy talking. Too busy talking. Maybe I can. It's not too bad there. Okay. Yeah, well, even when my husband was working full time, he still did it all. I'm just like, I'm really never been into that cleaning stuff. Hey, hi, Barbara Clark. I didn't see you pop in. Um, I'm just lazy. I'm lazy. I don't like it, and I'm lazy. I need to work on that, really. I do. I have to work on it. And some days are better than others. Most days are not so great. Ah. Oh, I haven't done any resin. Maybe you're thinking of somebody else. I've got to do some resin because I owe what's the name of that company, Laura? BP Craft. I owe them a video and I was going to do resin. I'm going to see if I can do a paperweight. Oh, well, see, I think my husband thinks that too a little bit. When the kids were growing up, they would do some stuff and he would not be pleased. And so, well, and Dad ended up doing everything. He doesn't complain though. So that's good, right? I don't know if I'm liking this one as much as I like my green ones. That would be a hard choice for me. Craft supplies over a cleaner. Housekeeper. It's funny, like my mom, it's almost like a sin if you have somebody come in and clean your house. I'm like, Mom, you're at the point of your life where you can afford to do it. Just do it. But, hey, Sharon Marlowe, where'd you go? Okay, I think I need something up in that corner, but I've got some other things in my mind I'm going to do. So I'm going to get my script on. You know, maybe I need... Where did I put my... I think I'm going to put a couple of leaves. I thought about some leaves. I kind of want the blue on blue. Maybe I'll mix a little green here. I'm just messing around. I really have no plan. Oh, thanks, Barbara. I have no idea. This is I've had this for quite a while. I have no idea where I picked this up. I shop a lot of clearance stuff at the well, that's not really coming out so great. I hope I'm not driving anybody crazy with my not so good skills at stenciling. I hope Martha Stewart's not watching, if you know what I mean. That one doesn't really look like a leaf. This one may need some gesso. I might end up just painting those in, but I can use them as like a pattern of where I want to put them. So that's also a thought. Or at least maybe go around it with a brush. Give it some shadowing or just some line work. You know, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so I think that's good for that. Turning a bit blue. And I don't think I think I just want my script stamp on this one. Thank you, Barbara. I'm going back to my sepia on my ink pad. I think my focal image is going to be a little lower in this one. I haven't really done any mixed media like this on wood before, at least not that I remember. So I'm hoping it turns out okay. I don't really want to go over that. Maybe I'll do the bottom. And I need a piece of something here just so I don't make a mess. I don't want those hard edges. No, I would love to know how to do digis. I just can't wrap my brain around how to do it. How to get your ideas out of your brain onto the computer. It's just a mystery to me. Yeah, that's what it is, Hawk. Yeah, the time change. All right, so I think for this juncture, I'm going to leave that as is. And got just 2 more of these to do. I did like that leaf on there, so let me maybe put a little more of that on. Let's see. This navy blue, to me, it's not really what I would call true navy blue by Delta Ceramcoat. I really like it. Especially when it almost looks like, I don't know, maybe not to you guys, but it almost looks to me like a little neon-y kind of. It just kind of glows a little bit when you mix it with some white. I really like it. Thank you, Linda. All right, so let me pop a little bit of this in. Oh, here comes my wonderful husband with my dinner. Thanks, honey. Thank you. Oh, girls, look. Huh? My neighbor calls him Chef Ron. We need to make a spot for my plate. One moment, please. Oh, I'm going to try not to make any noises, any munching noises in the... Oh, got a little bit of a twist. Okay, we're going to go with it. Yes. Oh, I love periwinkle too. I'm really a green girl, but yeah, I just have to watch. Okay, so it's 4:30, so I got about 45 minutes. Last week was horrible playing Pinochle. I don't know. Any of you girls play Pinochle? Ron found this website called Cards Mania. It's CARDZ Mania, where we can play Pinochle with our friends in Colorado. They lived in Pennsylvania, where we did for many years, and their younger son moved to Colorado, met a girl, and started a family. So they've moved out to Colorado to enjoy their granddaughter and, of course, their son and daughter-in-law. But anyway, we're missing them, so we are playing Pinochle usually once a week. But oh my gosh! And usually the girls play against the guys. Ugh, the cards were terrible. Terrible. Okay, Arlene, have a good nap. We'll see you later. I probably will be able to pop into Murray's after we play cards for a few. Well, we usually only play about 4 or 5 games, I guess. I'll try to get some really dark here. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay. Okay, good. Now I think I am going to come back in with my little bit of my antique white. Whoop. I've said this many times on many of my videos. My paints, a lot of my paints are just older. Sorry, girls, had to take a bite. Oh my gosh, I just absolutely love mashed potatoes. And so I can't get them to squeeze out. I think I'm going to squeeze out a little bit of paint. And then I end up getting a big old blob. I'm going to cut my sponge so I can use the other side. Oh, that's not good. Should have got my Timmy scissors. All right, I think I want, give me this kind of this little square stencil. Yeah, I have a hard time shaking it. I ordered toothpick paint, old paint, shake hard, and voila. Yeah. It's a good tip. Good tip. I have a hard time throwing things away, so I have thrown some away. That's almost like, would be considered a solid. All right, what am I doing? Okay, I'm going to just do a little bit here and hopefully fade that out. Let's see. Yeah, it's like that ketchup commercial. Anticipation, right? Okay, I think that's enough of that for that one. Ah! I loaded my fork in. Had a little bit of a... I wonder if I can... wonder if I can hold those down well enough to... This could be an epic fail. I can always paint over it, right? Might have to paint over it. Ah. I think that's what I want to do. I want to come out a little bit. Give it a little swoosh. Carly Simon. Yes. Yeah, that's not so great. There's no right or wrong, right? Because this is my project. I'm not following a pattern. So I can do whatever I want. Where's my Gamel? Gamel green. I've been really liking adding some neon colors to my, when I'm doing my, messing around with my jelly plate. Ooh, I love that. This is not getting as dark as I wanted. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, I don't want to mess around with it too much. I think I can make that work, ultimately. Let's see. Oh, I'll tell you what. My husband makes a mean mashed potato. And now our son's been cooking. He's so funny. He's like, I don't know, Mom. I think my mashed potatoes are better than Dad's. I don't know. I hope you can't hear me munching and swallowing. All right, so now I think I might add one of these. Yeah, two growing. All right, now let me do my script. I got to talk to my grandchildren yesterday. I I had dropped off a Halloween bag for them, and because it was going to be probably a dud of a Halloween, their mom held them bags until yesterday. So that was a fun treat. They're very gracious little children. Well, Joyce, he uses a variety of potatoes. We think that might be his secret. He does not use one kind of potato. He will throw in whatever kind of potatoes we have. New potatoes, red potatoes, a couple of, the russet, and then maybe a baked potato. And then he just salts the water. And then, of course, when he drains them, he preheats his milk and butter mixture. So we think that might be. And he uses a mixer, so there's no lumps. Although some people like lumps. But he doesn't like lumps, so he beats the heck out of them. All right, in hindsight on this one, I think I'm sorry I put that little stamp image, but we're going to let that go. Okay, so I've got that one done, that one done. This is the last one. Okay. Now this one, I put the leaf napkin on. I think I wanted to try one with my swirl. Where's my swirl? My swirl stencil. Yeah, let's get out everything. Let's get out everything in the drawer. Oh, I see it. This is one of my favorite stencils. And I apologize, it's so horrible looking. Hey, Mary, Auntie Loopy, thanks for coming in. Hey, Kathy Arbor. Does anybody have a really... Okay, I'm going to try Murphy's Oil. I don't have that. But is that the secret? I mean, honestly, I let this soak for days. Or do you just let it go till it gets so thick that you can peel it off in one piece? Oh, my gosh. Horrible trying to clean this thing off. Just horrible. I feel like Janet Nash. Try Dawn. Well, I had Dawn, but I didn't have the blue Dawn. I didn't know if that made the difference, if that would make a difference. All right, I'm going to do, hopefully this won't matter, a white and cream. I need some more white. Maybe I should just use my blue side. And what do I got time-wise here? Got a hot pinochle game scheduled, girls. Okay, this I'm just taking my sponge on my little palette and just mixing my color on my sponge. I don't need it real blundy. Okay, this could be scary because these are big swirls. Let's just do that one. Yeah, that might be okay. I can always put some gesso, right? 12 minutes. Okay, thanks, Linda. Yeah, see, this isn't really coming out real good. All right, I think I have to press more. Jane, I miss Jane. Hi, Jane. Thank you for coming in. Just popped on for a little while. Mary will be on in a... look what I did. Wasn't that silly? Maybe I'm on the wrong side of the stencil down. Aunt Beck was saying there's a right and wrong side of the stencil. Maybe that's part of my issue. couldn't possibly be me. Although that kind of looks cool. Maybe I should do that some more. All right, I'm flipping the stencil over. Doesn't that look cool, that blue and that white blended together? I just love that. Oh, I just can't tell you. I just love all this stuff. Oh, I got a little messy, but it's kind of cool. I might have to stick something on top of that. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't say oops. I'm just blending this up top here, right past the, just like you would your makeup. That kind of looks cool. I want to leave that open. So let me come around here. Yes, wish me luck. Kathy, this is a drawer front that my husband picked out of the trash, and then he cut it in half, rounded the top for me, and then sanded it down. So hopefully it'll be a wall hanging. I'm trying mixed media on it, and then I'm going to eventually paint a focal thing, either a butterfly maybe, or a, I don't know about a bird. I might try a bird or dragonfly. So I'm just working on the background and trying mixed media. I haven't really tried mixed media on a piece of wood. And I can't find my, could only find my one Timmy stencil. I've got like 5 or 6 of them. Can't find them. I was cleaning up. Don't know where I put it. So I don't have the stencil that I want. And then I tore this piece of rice paper that I've been hoarding. Finally let that go. And then I tore, oh, excuse my fork. I tore a piece of 1872 ledger paper. And I feel like I need to go to confession. But it was all crinkled and folded. I mean, really, it's just sitting. It was just sitting in a folder. So I just closed my eyes and did it. Now years ago, they used to use a stiff brush, right? To stencil. Maybe I should use that stiffer sponge stuff that Rach 0113 uses. A dry, I forget what she calls it, dry something. Or not stencil. Hey, there's an idea. Oh, I'm out of frame. Sorry, girls. I'm doing this lower corner. Hey, Beth, how are you? Okay, so that's not too terribly bad. Maybe I will do, maybe I'll do some numbers. Ugh. That's great, Sharon. Oh, if anybody that's not subscribed to Sharon, please go subscribe so she can get up to her 1,000. And if you're watching this on the replay, please make sure you check out her channel and subscribe. That's, ooh, you're close, girl. That's great. It's so exciting. I keep looking at my 1K. Oh my gosh, my family thinks I'm nuts, but hey, it took a while. I know Keisha is close too. I think she's at, well, the last I checked, I think she's at 975, something like that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's go up here. Pick some different letters. All right, so here's my idea, because I got to get scooting in a little bit here. What do I got? Oh, no, I still got some time. I got about 15 minutes, I think. My idea is, and I don't know if it'll work, I'll try it on one first. But I really like what, thanks, Linda, but I'm going to go probably till about 10 after or quarter after, because I'm just going to play from here. I just have to log on to the site. So my idea is, I love what Jersey does when she's doing her journals, and she'll put something down, and then she takes the Timmy crayons around the edge and a baby wipe, and she just kind of blends that in, and it looks so great. So I was thinking I'd like to do that around some of my images here, but I'm going to try it with my, I just got the 2 little travel pans of the Inktense paint. So I thought if I have colors that work, because I don't know that I can do it with a Timmy crayon on this. Oh, thank you, Beth. That's great. Woohoo! So, you know, that's the idea that I have in the back of my head. Okay, so I think that's enough on this one, except I'm going to put my script, ink my script on here for my stamp using my archival ink. Take another bite of carrot. My grandson is 2. He is a very good talker for 2 years old. So my daughter said to him, "Tell Amma what you're wearing." This was yesterday when I got to video chat with him. And he said, "I'm wearing this shirt." And then she said, "No." And she whispered in his ear, and he said, "I'm wearing undie pants." And he's not shy. So down came the pants, and I got to even see the undie pants. So he's very proud of himself. He's doing a great job. Can't believe he's 2 already. All right, I'm going to see if I can get that on. My granddaughter's 5, going on 35. Girls, I did it upside down. I didn't pay attention to my arrow. Well, we're going to have to think of a fix for that. See, I'm busy talking. You do? Okay. I mean, it wouldn't bother me, but we'll see how it ends up. Oh, yeah, if I do both, then people will think I did it on purpose. Thanks, Sharon. Good call. Yeah, I don't know if Holly is still here or if Sharon Marlowe is still here, that they could put a link in for Vintage Art Chronicles. Of course, I have stuff all over my keyboard, but to tell you the truth, I don't know how to do it. I need a lesson. Okay, so maybe I'll just put a little dab right side up over here. And then I'm thinking I want to put a little darkness around the edges. Normally I would like what I would say would like a dry brush, but I think I'm going to try it with a baby wipe. And I think I'm going to try adding a little darker purple. Oh, thanks, Holly. You're the best. So I was telling Holly and Sharon Marlowe the other day that my granddaughter, I had asked her if she had homework from school, and she said, Ma, it's all homework. I'm at home. She's 5. Okay, this is a new color. Just says purple. It's the Delta Ceramcoat. That's true, Beth. It is gibberish writing. Good point. Good point. All right, so I'm going to blend this a little bit with my sponge first. Now maybe I'll put it on with my sponge and then see if I can just rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in. I could do a couple coats, I guess. I'll tell you what, I like the way that looks. That's that navy blue and that purple. I don't know if you can see that. It really looks cool, the way it blended. I think I need a little more purple. A little stingy there with the purple. I think this white might be a little too wet. I just want a little hint of darkness around the edge, so it doesn't, so your eye doesn't like just not know where to go. So it kind of helps to pull your eye in. Although that looks kind of cool too, but well, I think I wiped that all back off. Gotta know when to hold it, know when to fold it. Kind of looks cool. I not started out, but many years ago when my kids were young, just for a night out, my mom took me to a ceramic class. And that led us to buying a kiln, and I taught classes for a while. And I have a second YouTube channel, and I've left several messages on there telling folks to try to come to this Paint Girly channel because I'm not loading any videos there at the other channel anymore. But that's where I have a lot of my dry brushing videos. People just love it. In fact, I could show you the one piece I'm working on. I have a friend. Hey, Julie. Oh, you're welcome, Julie. I have a friend who this is a piece of resin, but I'm dry brushing these for him. And people just love it. So that's what I was thinking. This kind of is I'm wiping, but maybe I should have used the brush. But I think that looks, I think that'll do. And then I have to decide on my focal image that I'll put there. And then I'll see what's what. I might have to do a little gesso. Maybe like across here, I think might look good. But, oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. I'm going to try, and I don't know the colors really very well. I just got this. I haven't even had a chance to look at it. Let me see if it has a, because the thing with this is I'll get a watercolor light effect, but then when it dries, it'll be permanent. So that was my goal. Oh, so that might work because there's navy in this one. And there's Ionian green. So that might work. So I need to get all that done before I put my, focal point on. Let's see. I have just a few minutes. I don't want to mess it up, but maybe I could try maybe the green. That light olive looks nice to me. Where's my... All right, so I've got my watercolor brush, and I'm just going to put a little water there. Soften that little puppy up. Oh, look, I got a water brush right there. Hello. So if I do that, might have to practice this. Might need a little practice. I just want a little bit of just a little bit of extra color on the edge. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, you're welcome, Barbara. Thanks for coming. Okay, see you guys at Mary's. All right, ladies, I got to head out too. And don't forget, girls rule, boys drool. All right, ladies, and as I always like to say at the end of one of my videos or streams, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I will see some of you over at Murray's later. So take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Sharon, for modding for me. Love you, girls. Thank you. Bye, Julie. Bye, Linda.